What is the dang? Dang, I don't know if
You got to, what's the question?
all right. It said what is the worst gift you received from someone you have dated? Bro, I don't think. Nah, yeah, that's a difficult one because I don't know like what the worst gift because any gift is really thoughtful. At least I mean any gift's gonna be like it's the
Yeah.
thought that counts. So it's like it can't really be a bad gift because it's like I didn't have to get it anyway.
Okay, that's the political answer right there.
Yeah,
Okay, you
yeah,
trying to playing it
yeah,
safe. I ain't nothing wrong with that. All
yeah.
right, let's go to the next one. The thought did count.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit that shit out. Down to the next. All right, thank y'all for tuning in again to the Straight to It podcast. Look, we got another episode for y'all today. Look, make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And if you don't hit that notification bell, it's no way you gonna know when I drop a video. Look, thank you to all my supporters, man, all my subscribers. I appreciate y'all. We got another special guest today, Indigo Child. What's going on?
What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I appreciate you coming up to the Straight to It podcast. Look, we're gonna get straight to it. Let's start with this name, Indigo Child. All right.
Yeah.
Now, I did a little research on your name.
Okay, bet.
You know, because I was curious about it. I just feel like I don't want to say people, like, you know, but like your style of music, I just feel like everything has a meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? With your album cover, with your name, all this. So I did some research, and I'm gonna tell you what I found, and you just kind of tell me if I'm the right ballpark. It said it's someone who is gifted into this world, and their destiny is to make great changes and spiritually awaken humanity. That's what I get from it. So, what is your definition for your name?
No, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly why I chose the name.
Okay.
Nothing less.
So did you look? So you were trying to, like, how did you stumble across?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, probably that makes sense. Just like how. So or the reason why for sure. Like, mainly just because like at the time, it's hard to kind of explain, but you know, in a way, had like I did have a different artist name before that.
Which was what?
It was Lil Ice, low key. It was like,
but
it was like some gimmick, like SoundCloud, some SoundCloud rapper type shit. But and just like a lot of shit happened around this specific time in my life a couple years ago. Kind of like a spiritual awakening. Really got on my spiritual stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just like that has a lot of meaning to it, just because like I don't know, something about like the spiritual awakening that I just kind of went through, and then it really touched me. And once I learned like the spiritual game and stuff, it really changed a lot for me. So I was like, that's kind of fire, like it.
Yeah. I thought I've heard Indigo Child before. Like I'm like, it seemed like I heard it before because I wasn't sure if it was a unique name, something you just kind of put together, and then you just like each word had their own meaning. But then I did my research on it.
No, I knew that's what it meant. That's why I did it. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna jump into this album, and we're gonna this body of work. I'm not sure if it's an album, EP.
It was supposed to be an EP, and then I did add a couple songs last minute. So I mean, I guess it's an album. It's 10 songs. So
yeah, 10, yeah.
Yeah, so that's whatever it's called.
I don't want to put you in the category, but I'm sure you've heard this a million times. You know what I'm finna say?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I know what you finna say.
It puts you in the mind of XX.
Okay. Yeah.
Trippie Redd, Juice WRLD.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Those aren't bad people to be compared to. That's like a few of my favorites.
Exactly. And not saying you sound like them, but it just seems like they get their own sound, and your sound it reminds me of that. But when I listen to, like, my son love your music and Trippie Redd and Juice WRLD, like this is like his world. And I be like, Kel, because they was like, they want to meet you. The boys downstairs, they want to meet you. So when you get done, they want to meet you, take a picture with you. But they was like, I want to meet him. But I'm like, I used to always tell him, I'm like, Kel, that music, why you listening? This sounds so sad. I mean, I'm not listening to the lyrics. I mean, you, of course,
Yeah.
some of the songs you talking about women or love or whatever, but just the melody just sounds so like depressing, you know.
In a way, I can see where you get that from, but even I be getting so lit to Juice WRLD, I be turning up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not all like that. Like some of the music actually is like probably has like some sad melodies and stuff in it, but I be talking about uplifting things about like we gonna get through shit, like it's gonna be straight. Well, I guess that is kind of sad at the end of the day you think about it, but really it's like I have a couple of things that's like more uplifting, like some spiritual shit I be talking about in the music too. You know, like.
But like I said, it's not your lyrics. It's
yeah, for sure. I think
it's just a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Sound, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what it came from, though. Like, you know, it came from some shit that probably, you know, that's a byproduct.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into your project, After Dog. You get 10 songs on there. So you said, I mean, I guess we'll call it an album because I know y'all be kind of particular about that. Y'all, you know, I say album, y'all be like, nah, it's an EP, so I don't be doing it different. So I don't be wanting to mess it up. So, you know.
That's what I was asking other people. I was like, is this an EP or album? Like, I mean,
yeah.
They're like, I mean, it don't matter.
So let's start with the title. Why After Dog?
Because, like, I feel like since I've started like the mission on like finding my sound, the mission was like, because you can tell by listening to the project there's just a lot of different genres kind of all putting together. Like I just have a lot of different like background in my taste of music and things like that. So once I kind of found that, I'm like, this is a good project to showcase the sound I'm going for, which is like, you know, inspiration from like some alternative hip hop, alternative rock, like some, you know, hip hop, different things, some EDM. Like it's got a lot of electronic, like techno type beats and stuff. And it just was like, you want to get to know me, like, you know, this, like, it's kind of like a after dark. It's like, you know, during the day, and then, you know, but you know, you this by day, by night, you know, it's kind of like a thing, like get to know me, like after dark, you know, it's kind of like you get to know me a little bit in the album, I feel like, you know, so it's like after dark, like this is what really goes down or something, you know.
Okay.
It's kind of the idea behind it, and I just thought it sounded cool too, for real.
Well, I see one. I mean, it's doing pretty good, but one song in particular is taking off. You know, it's catching a lot of buzz, and Love Me Too. You got a music video today as well.
And I've been dreaming about you. When will you see me again? Oh no, I won't forget you. Hopefully you love me too. Manifest everything under the sun. I became fucking honest too. Oh no, you won't see me again, 'cause I'm done with you.
We was watching it a little earlier today. Who's behind the creative ideas of your music videos?
The creative ideas,
yeah,
is gonna be me for the most part. Like
okay.
that was, because that's one of the biggest questions about that video specifically, is like even the videographer was asking like who's behind like the, you know, like obviously like he had some ideas for like some shots and stuff, but I was like, so here's what we need. As soon as we pull up, I'm like I already know we need a plain field. It needs to be purple in post effects, and then it needs to have a couple scenes, like, and the band warehouse has to be in it.
Yeah. Doing
like it was my idea to bring the mic stand with the guitar and the thing. I was like, I need the car here with the mic stand set up right here.
Yeah.
The guitar is going to be in it with my name on it and stuff like that. Like I was like putting ideas together, and like how it starts off, like the beat drop and like the eyes open up, like that specific shot, like right to the beat, like that. I thought of like that idea. I was like, that gotta be in there. I just be listening to my music and I just visualize it. Just comes to me like what the video gonna have to look like.
Yeah, it's dope, man. I like your music. It's very, I don't know, seems personal. You know, especially with this single. You know what I'm saying? This single we just spoke about seemed personal, like it was directed towards somebody specific. Was it?
I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily like towards anybody specific, but maybe towards like a specific feeling as more like what I was going for. Like, like I felt that stuff before, where like it would make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? As of right now, it was just like maybe like some past shit that like it just like made sense to talk about that, but it really was just going off the idea, because when I make like the music like that, especially for that song, I'm making it for like all the feelings that's going into this I've felt before, and then having other people like, you know, listening to it and being like, you know, they felt that way before. Cause I get a lot of feedback like that, like this song really relatable. This helped me out.
Yeah.
Like I'm feeling the same way. And I'm like, you know, that's tough. That's kind of what I was going for there.
How long you been rapping?
I'd say actually like rapping as a, you know, and doing vocals on my own tracks since like 2017. So since I was like 16.
Okay.
But I've been making music since I was like 12. I used to be a producer though.
Oh, okay. So what was it? What song was it when you just told yourself, you know what? I'm finna do this for a living. I'm finna be an artist.
Oh no, I thought about that before I started making music though.
Yeah. Okay.
But then I was like, it wasn't even like, it was just like I'm gonna figure out like what the song is gonna be before I even make it. Like it's just gonna.
You got a real creative mind, not just with your visuals, but with your songs. You know, I'm listening to them, and you a real storyteller. Like break down your writing process. Like, what do you go from? Do you just sit and just think of songs, or do you just go off experience? You've been through something and it brings up some type of inspiration that makes you want to write it. You know, like go through your writing process.
Yeah. It's like my first thought is one thing's gonna be like what's gonna sound good on this beat.
Yeah.
What kind of topic, what kind of vibe, what kind of like hook's gonna sound good on it. That's definitely gonna be like my first thing. And then I'm like, okay, then we start getting into the words of it. I'm thinking like, what's something that means something to me or something that I've been through that I just want to like express.
Yeah.
You know, to let people know like they may not be alone, or that I just want to, you know, share my, you know, side of the story, whatever. And then part of it's like what would feel good to like other people, or what would other people be like, yeah, that's hard, or like relatable. Is kind of like the process. And then I just kind of go through of, you know, what sounds good, what best way to express like a certain opinion or thought, or feeling, or, you know, trying to uplift other people. It's different things like that I'm usually thinking whenever I go into writing some.
Okay.
Or if that's, you know, I don't always write my stuff though. I'll think of it off the top and then click record.
Okay. Just in the moment.
That's how I usually really do it. But yeah, I'll have an idea of what I'm going to end up talking about kind of based on the song. I'll be like, this is going to be that type of song. And then I'll get in there and like, you know, off the top and punch in.
Look, y'all know how we do it, man. We get straight to it. Look, this is a portion of the podcast where we pull from the bowl. You're going to pull random questions. You're going to pull them. You're going to read them into the mic.
That's tough. All right.
And you're going to address each one. Whatever come to your mind, you're going to pull all 5 one at a time. All right.
All right, bet.
So you can start with the first one. You read into the mic, and then you can address each one.
Okay, so just read it and then answer it. All right,
yep.
Gotcha. Let's pick the one on the top here. What is the... Dang, I don't know if I
you gotta read what's the question?
All right, it said what is the worst gift you received from someone you have dated? Bro, I don't think. Hey,
now you gotta keep the so you don't mix it up. Yes,
damn, yeah, I'm silly. All right, yeah. All right, but nah, yeah, that's a difficult one because I don't know like what the worst gift, because any gift is really thoughtful. At least, I mean, any gift's gonna be like it's the thought that counts. So it's like it can't really be a bad gift because it's like I didn't have to get it anyway.
Okay, that's the political answer right there.
Yeah.
Okay, you trying to playing it safe. I ain't no wrong with it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the nigga. I let you slide with it
like that.
Yeah, was real safe.
Yeah.
Just the thought did count.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit that shit out. Down to the next one. Oh, you can't put it back. You gotta read it.
Nah, I ain't reading that.
Now you gotta read all of them. All of them.
Oh, all of them gotta get read anyway?
Yeah, all of them gotta get read anyway. It's not.
All right. I'm gonna do this.
I'm curious which one, because
I thought, all right.
Because I ain't putting nothing in there bad, so I'm curious what you put back. But go ahead.
All right. This was said. What's more important to you, money or fame? That's a good question. That's a good question.
You got to think about it, y'all.
Definitely not. Definitely the money. Definitely the money.
Money's more important
because
than fame.
you can buy the fame.
You can buy fame. Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
But fame,
you got money. Yeah. That is true too, though, because I know people that's taken that route.
Yeah.
The long route with the fame, and then the money come with it eventually. I know that too, but I just feel like with your money right, you can market anything.
I think I know what you put back. I just thought about what question you put back. Well, go ahead, my
bad. Because I always be thinking like if I that, because that's like my mindset on like what I do. Like, anyway, like you can market and you can buy features and you can buy this and that, the best videographers, like whatever you need. Even if it's not music, you still gonna be able to like pay your way into a little bit of stuff like with money like that.
Yeah.
You have no choice if you got everything you need, and like you can pay for expensive, like even if you're independent, you can pay like for some crazy ass marketing experts and like some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would make, because, and then anyway too, at the end of the day, like I would rather have both, but if anything, I'd rather just like live the lifestyle I want at least.
Gotcha.
'Cause
Okay.
the fame, you can be famous and broke, and that shit ain't fun.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You can't be.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go with money too.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right, if you could go back in time, what is some advice you would give your 15-year-old self? 15-year-old self.
Because I'm sure you done been through a lot throughout the music business, and you done learned a lot, as far as doing shows or management or whatever. So I'm sure there's a lot of things you wouldn't.
There's a lot, yeah.
You wouldn't do twice.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, one thing's for sure this could probably be relatable is not caring so much what other people think, and just, stay in your lane, and just knowing that, like, because one thing I had to realize too, especially like trying to be unique, you got to realize that like if you like what you're doing, there's going to be other people like you that's going to like it too. Like
Exactly.
maybe even the people you hang out with don't even like it, but you never met somebody that might have all the same taste as you. There's a whole entire audience of them. That's, so that's one thing.
Yeah.
It's just making sure like you're doing what you want to do, because that's honestly cooler than doing what like you think is going to be, cool to other people. So like that for sure. And then I'd say that's the biggest one, but a couple other things I could say, especially as far as music business, because I was already making music at that age. So I would just say attacking a lot earlier on, which, I mean, even then it's not like you're ever too late, because people be making their first song and blowing up on TikTok now. So like, but either way, I could have probably tried to run my own shows instead of like trying to like have people sell me like open mic slots or whatever it may be, stuff like that. Or like, I guess being more focused on the music aspect, or I mean the business aspect, rather than making just the music. I understand the business aspect of things a lot more, because that applies to anything, like whether you're in music or not. The business aspect of like anything's going to be first over what music you're making or the emotions or whatever. You got to know business for sure. So I think that'd be another one too.
One thing I can say about you, man, just sitting here with you just from these brief moments, is you got a real superstar persona about you. Like, you seem like somebody who's already in the industry, who's already made it. Like, you already, it seems like you're past where you already are. I know you up and coming, you still getting your name out there, but it's just something about your energy. It's just like you just more reserved. You've been here before. You do this. You've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? And you can. And I know you only 21. But you want to get there from your music and your conversation. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah.
It's tough.
All right, let's go to the next question. He keeps skipping over there. I already know what it is.
No, I ain't even skip over nothing.
Okay.
No, I ain't even skip over.
All right, we're gonna get straight to it.
Oh, okay. Juice WRLD or X? I see it's a little custom question. A little.
Yeah. All these questions custom.
Okay, yeah. Juice or X? Yeah. Juice for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that was easy.
I had to help. My son hit me with that question because
that is a good question though, because X is super fire, and he stood on a lot of stuff that like translates into me, because he was like right before he got killed is whenever he started getting real spiritual and shit.
Yeah.
Trying to like be awake and like wake people up and stuff, and then that happened. So I was like, and he didn't. There's a couple pros and cons with him, but Juice was just like Juice, bro. Unreasonably talented, bro. Like,
yeah. All right.
And I just vibe with a lot of his stuff, like more so.
All right, we got two more. Let's go to the next one. She curious. She like, what it say? It ain't nothing bad. I don't know why he.
I didn't read this one. I was
Okay.
just hoping it was gonna be like something crazy or something.
Okay.
This one says the last lie that you told.
What's the last lie you told me?
Actually, yeah, because everybody gonna be watching this shit. So like,
I mean, so what was it that was asked?
That's a terrible question.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you say?
What was it that was asked that you lied about? It was about somebody you was giving somebody your opinion about their music or something.
That's. I don't know. I'm pretty honest about even that too. Like,
Okay.
because I ain't trying to like. I wouldn't really like try to gas nobody up if they didn't like.
Okay, all right.
I feel like that's why it's a hard one because I mean like there ain't really
Yeah.
too many of that because I mean I'm really, especially if I'm asked about some shit though, I'm blunt and straightforward with it. I usually speak my opinion. I ain't like scared, so I don't usually like, you know.
Yeah.
So I really can't speak on it.
All right, let's go to the last question. Let's go to the last question, man.
All right, let me see something.
This it.
What is the craziest thing you have done to make money? Craziest thing done to make money. Or actually, I'd say craziest thing, honestly, just say it, because I ain't involved with this anymore anyway, so it really don't matter. But like, probably like, bro, like, and I was still young, cause I'm only 21 now. This was like years. This was like years ago, right? So probably like flipping some like, hold on.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, flipping some like pancake mix or some shit, or like so like baking soda or something.
What?
You know, you get about you gonna say
Nah.
damn, like stepping on shit like crazy, like to some kids, like some college kids, like some like.
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Some college kids.
Yeah.
You know, we got Jake and Whitney, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm coming now?
Yeah.
They want some,
I get you.
got some pancake mix, some this and that.
Yeah.
And, there you go.
Okay.
That's probably
Did it work?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't want to brag about it like, oh, yeah, hell yeah, I got that ass. Nah,
Yeah.
it would just like that shit happened to me before plenty of times. So it's like, whatever. But nah, that shit worked for sure.
Yeah, it got to be them college kids because you can't do that on the.
No, it's the ones that's already like fucked up when they come.
Okay.
Whenever you go to give the shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just walk in a party and then like walk out like.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get to know Indigo Child, the person. All right, let's start off. Let's start from where you from?
From Ohio.
Are you from Ohio? Oh, okay.
I was born in Kentucky, but I was like raised and grew up in Ohio.
Yeah. So you're now in Memphis.
Yeah, I'm in Memphis now. Yeah,
And how long have you been in Memphis?
like a year.
Only a year.
Mm.
I'm thinking I'm talking to a real Memphian. So
yeah.
you was in Ohio for how long?
Like,
Basically your whole life.
yeah, whole life. Yeah.
But you were born in Kentucky.
Mm.
Okay.
From as long as I can remember, I've lived here though. I just know I was born there.
Okay, you had family out here in Memphis? Or what brought you to Memphis?
Work actually brought me here, bro.
Oh, okay.
And then, work really brought me here. Like, open up a new office with what we do, and was an opportunity like to get out of like a small hometown area. That's really what it was, like a real small town area, like with nothing going on.
Yeah.
And I knew one of the things else that helped me as well, because I already knew that the Memphis music scene was popping to an extent. But then, especially when I got here, they was like, "Yeah, you came to the right place." Like just like that, it was like easy to just kind of network and stuff. Way bigger networking opportunities.
Your style of music is like your style of music, or like someone who plays the guitar, or someone who sings. Mostly has a music background. Like a lot of rappers. It's not like my dad used to rap. Somebody came down to me. It's usually like somebody in your field. Or so. Do you have any type of music background from any of your parents or anybody?
Not family wise, no. I mean, I say like, not really, because I mean the reason I kind of got into music is whenever I just first heard a couple things, like what did it for me, because I didn't know if he was going to come back to this, like how I like started originally back when I was like 12 years old for real. But like I had just discovered dubstep at that.
Oh, okay.
Like
I remember
EDM,
dubstep. Yeah.
like that right around that time. That was like right around that like 2013, 14, like that was like popping. So I had just heard Skrillex for the first time in 6th grade in homeroom. I'll never forget. And I was like, yo, what? I heard the song. You probably even heard it, but you probably don't know the name. But Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, the song. And I'm like, yo, what is that? That's incredible. Like whatever that is, I gotta figure out how to make that. That's like phenomenal. Like that shit. And then so I was like, yeah, I was a dubstep producer. I started making like EDM and stuff. And then later on, I started making like hip hop beats just to like switch it up. Like if I can do that, I could probably do this. And then like seeing my friends, like get my friends to rap on them and shit. So then that's what happened. And then once I got like confident enough in myself and hit puberty and everything, so I didn't sound like some nerdy ass kid on the mic, then I started like putting my own vocals on it like around 16 and just went from there.
Okay.
But that's why I have a taste in, like, for example, like the Love Me Too, the beat, it's got like techno shit in it. It's a hyper
I heard it.
It's a hyper pop punk beat is like really what the category of that shit is. It's a mix of hyper pop and like some like pop punk. And the hyper pop comes from like the EDM, like the techno kind of shit from back then.
Let's talk about management. Right now you're managed by R&R management, Renee Reed. Is this your first time having a manager?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did that feel when you finally somebody tried to contact you about a show or something? You're like, you have to call my manager. Like how was that moment when you realized you had a manager? You know what I'm saying? That people have to contact first.
Nah, yeah, definitely fire, cause that shit, it can definitely be draining whenever, like, it can definitely be like just draining and overwhelming, especially when you got so many. And I don't want to say like, cause once you really know like my grind, you're not gonna be like, oh, let's do it just like lazy or something. Nah, like once you start figuring out exactly what you're supposed to be doing, you realize how many things there is left to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I feel like if somebody don't got nothing to do, they just forgot, or they just like they just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what needs to be done, and handling a lot of like just communication stuff, that definitely helped for sure. Whenever that happened, I was just like, it just kind of let a load off my plate, because that's how it felt really, though, was just like having somebody that can help take some of the workload. That definitely is good. It does feel, especially though, probably what you're looking for too though, is like it feels like official. Like it's like, yeah, like somebody hit me up, because I get people constantly hitting me up trying to like sell me some shit, or like constantly hitting me up trying to like do this and do that, and you want to like, and then I'm like, and so instead of like trying to make up some bullshit excuse on why, like, or try to put in some like time on like some, if I don't, instead of trying to sit there and investigate their whatever they got going on to see if it's like this or it's that, or if I want to do it or not, I'll just be like, I just be like my manager handles that stuff, or just send it to my manager or something, or tell them to hit her up. That's why it's in my bio. So
I like Renee, man. She definitely gonna have to come up here on the podcast and chop it up with me. Let's talk about support, man. You young, you still coming up, and I always bring up support to my guests, because a lot of y'all are still up and coming. You know what I'm saying? So y'all at the beginning phase where, even though support is important, no matter how far along you are in your career, but especially when you starting out, from family, from your team, your circle, your woman, your fans, all that. How important is support to you, and what does it mean to you?
Yeah, it's definitely important. Definitely important, means a lot. Definitely helps out a lot, knowing that somebody's in your corner and sees the potential and trying to push you to do great always feels good. I also been the type though that just based on circumstances that I've been raised through and what I've been through, I always really like rely on myself for support, really, though, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So like, it does feel good for sure, but there's definitely been a lot of times just throughout life that I ain't have no support, or felt like I didn't have any support, at least. I just like strictly on my own for real. It's like nobody really cared, like, if what. So having the support is definitely fire. But like I definitely kind of figured out, or not really figured out, but like kind of learned to from a young age to really be just like independent and just I'm my biggest supporter at the end of the day. Like nobody cares about me as much as I do.
Exactly.
So that's a good piece of advice too, for real.
Let's talk about this image of yours, man. This swag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I noticed it from your
Get drippy on.
All right, okay, relax. Yeah, I know. No, but seriously, I noticed from like your music videos and your social media, and I see like I like your image. You know what I'm saying? It go with everything. And then I see you get the Indigo Child hat, and I see you with some Indigo Child merch. Is that your personal merch you wear like in music videos, or you get merch? You sell merch?
The merch is honestly like kind of brand new for real. Like this was low key like a prototype for real. Like really, my girl got this for me. Yeah, my girl got this for me, but I'm definitely gonna make these and release these just like this for sure. But like that was a good
a good gift.
Yeah. That was fire. That was fire.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, this one of the best for sure. But yeah, merch though is definitely coming very soon. It's dropping like very early in the year. Like 2023 is coming. Like it's gonna be like right there. It's gonna be tough, and it's gonna be. So I do have like the image though. Like I got the purple because Indigo Child. All the video, all my stuff purple. Like that's my thing. Like the indigo. The indigo. That's like That's definitely my thing.
I like your flow, man. I like your music. Like I said, I'm not a big fan. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I'm not a big fan of like that sound.
Yeah.
But I recognize good music when I hear it. You know what I'm saying? I recognize your lyricism, your instrumentals, good production, all that, and you talented. And I see big things coming from you, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what you gonna bring 2023, and I'm proud of you, man. I'm getting emotional, man. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
Appreciate it.
Man, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Shout out your social media, man. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah. Y'all can find me on all social media platforms. indigo.child_XO. All social media. If you look me up on all platforms for music, just Indigo Child, just how it's spelled. And follow me.
You got anything else coming up? You got any shows and projects coming up?
Yeah.
You already mentioned your merch.
Yeah, for sure. So I got this banger. I got tons of bangers in the vault for real, but like this one that just the music video just got shot a week ago. It's dropping like real early in January. I haven't announced the release date yet, but it's gonna be first of the year pretty much. 2023 anthem. I got that coming up. Yeah. And After Dark, I think I have a part 2 underway as well.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna end my show the opposite of how I started it. I definitely want to accept this award for all my supporters. Thank you to all my subscribers, everyone who hit that like button, everyone who told somebody about my channel, who tuned in, who whispered straight to a podcast. Thank you to all my support. You having the support. Anybody you want to thank? You know what I'm saying? I ain't know you.
Yeah, supporters. Yeah, appreciate my support. Appreciate the support from my friend group, my girl, my dad. Family. Myself for sure. I appreciate myself for doing the things I've done to get where I need to be. Yeah. And having faith in myself. Other than that,
I haven't had a cry on here just yet. Do you want to cry or something? Or you good? Look, make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
And don't forget
subscribe, like.
Yes.
Follow all socials. We're finna run it up. 2023 about to be insane.
Exactly.
So much music coming. Podcast finna be viral.
Yes, sir.
Big things coming. Let's get it.
Hit that notification bell because
ding, ding.
Other than that, you won't know when I drop a video. Look, we gonna get out of here. We're gonna get straight to it.
Let's get it.
For sure. That's it, man. It's over.
Yeah. That shit was fire.
Appreciate it.
You know how we do, we gon' get straight to it.